Do you think Batfleck should stay? Do you think he should go? What are your thoughts on that?
I think Ben Affleck was pretty decent given like the direction and material he was given to work with.
From Snyder
And even like Josh Whedon / Snyder. I think he looks good as Bruce Wayne.
As an older, grizzled Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I think that's where they fucked up in the first place, though. I think the original plan was to have Batfleck for like three or four movies, right? Yeah. So did they always want an older grizzled Batman for 3 to 4 movies? Like, how do you build a trilogy off of an older Batman? Like, that's where they fucked up, I think, number one, in the first place.
Okay.
Like, I don't think they should have made him out to be that old. They could have made current Ben Affleck look younger. Right? I'm not saying de-age him, like, digitally, but, like, they could have, like, cleaned up his appearance a little bit and made him look a little bit more
Dye his hair
right.
darker.
Right, instead of, like, the grayed out hair, he could have had, like, brown or black hair, whatever he has. I think that's where they messed up number one. They didn't have to have him be, like, 20 years into Batman. If the whole goal was to build the trilogy around this.
Yeah, or build, like, a whole
universe.
World,
right.
Yeah.
So what do you think for...
I think he should just, like, as an audience, to not get confused, just, like, keep Ben Affleck, I think. I don't know, I mean, if you feel like changing actors, like, midway through a trilogy, doesn't that, like, kind of upset you? Like, Terrence Howard and, Don Cheadle? Like, imagine if they changed Robert Downey Jr.
First, I don't think anyone can replace Iron Man. Like, there's no actor on this planet that can fill that role. Like, if he's done, that character of Iron Man should be just retired completely from the MCU. Like, no more Iron Man ever.
Yeah, but imagine how pissed you'd be if, like, from part 2 to part 3, it's like...
It would be the worst. But, I mean, like, but going back to Batman, they haven't even started a trilogy yet, though, have they?
They even haven't started a solo movie.
Right, so then so if they were to replace him now, I think it's okay, because then...
But won't kids be like, what happened to the one in Justice League?
I mean, I don't think kids care, because weren't we like, what the hell happened to Christian Bale? Like, why is there a new Batman, like, 4 years later? It's
confusing.
I mean, it sucks that they're, like, just rushing out these movies. They're not giving it the time it needs to, like, sit. Like, this was... Like, go back to, like, old school Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer movies, right? How long did they wait till Christian Bale's Batman was there? And that felt like it was its own introduction. Like, they had a beginning and an ending, right? That's a proper trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ended. Like, that was the end of that story.
So you would want someone to replace... Like, what are your thoughts on him as Batman? Just without going
When
into
they first announced it, I was like, what the hell? This is going to be awful. Like, this makes no sense. Just because I really did like the Christian Bale Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my mind, if they wanted to go for an older Batman, just reuse Christian Bale. Just have him come back. Like, I mean, Nolan was a producer on this movie.
Yeah, right. You're talking about Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, so I mean, it easily could have fit in the Nolan verse almost a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though the Nolan verse...
Sometimes the actors don't want to...
Right, they don't want to reprise their roles, I understand. But, with that said, Ben Affleck actually...
He was decent.
He was very good. He was good as Batman. I didn't mind it. His portrayal was very true to Batman, very brooding,
He put in work.
He put in work.
You could see, like, his body
right
in his workout.
I mean, he got jacked for it. Would I want to see him replaced?
Yeah, say they're going for, like, another trilogy. Would you want another 3 movies with Ben Affleck?
Yes and no, but DC is such a shit show right now that I don't understand what they're doing with any of the timelines anyway, or like where everyone fits in, like what's in the DC cinematic universe and what's an offshoot of DC cinematic universe, right? I mean, this is off topic, but you have the 2 Joker movies, so now you have Leto as Joker and you have Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix? Yeah.
As Joker. Where the hell does that fit in? How do you have 2 Jokers in the same universe? Or are they in the same universe? I don't know. Obviously, Leto's in...
He's from the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so he fits into this DCEU continuity, right? So where the hell does Joaquin Phoenix's Joker fit in?
I don't know.
Is he an older version of Leto's Joker, or like what? So I have no idea. Like what I think DC's doing is honestly just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Alright, so if you...
But if it's a completely new trilogy and they want to go from like year one Batman almost, then you can't use Affleck. Like if that's a story they're going with, because then you need a younger person, and you're not going to digitally de-age Ben Affleck, especially because they couldn't even like
do the mustache
on Henry Cavill properly.
Yeah. So who would you want to see?
Gyllenhaal. I want to see Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman.
Fan cast, because we know he's doing something else, but
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake
You don't think
Gyllenhaal.
he's old?
No, I think he can play Bruce Wayne for a good like 9 years, 8 years in the time it would take them to pump out a trilogy.
Do you think he's a good Bruce Wayne though? I don't know.
I don't know.
He's definitely can get jacked, because in Southpaw he got jacked.
Yeah. He has the acting range.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, he's not lacking in that department.
Is he tall enough?
I don't know, is Tom Cruise tall enough? I mean, he's 5'7", and he doesn't look 5'7" in a lot of his movies. So I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah, but just in case, like, you have to stand next to what's your face?
He got lifts.
Gal Gadot or whatever.
He got lifts. They can take care of that. I don't think the height. Batman doesn't need to be 6'3", 6'4", whatever the hell he is, 6'1".
Yeah.
I mean, you can make someone look taller and shorter just by the way you like frame the camera, right?
Well, there's like a lot of news with Matt Reeves like posting about how he's still in contact with Ben Affleck.
He's still a producer on the movie, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like they could do something similar to Wonder Woman, where he starts off in the beginning as like an older Batman or older Bruce Wayne telling his story, and then they could cut back to a younger
Younger who? Affleck?
younger actor.
But then who looks like Affleck? I mean, you can't have that big of a disconnect, right? They can't be two different people. Like, this guy looks like Gyllenhaal, but now all of a sudden when he's older he looks like Ben Affleck. That makes no sense.
I don't know.
So you can't, it's like, it's either you, like, scratch Affleck completely from this and start from scratch, or...
Use him?
Yeah, the trilogy takes place, you keep this older, grizzled Batman.
And make 3
continue
old
on.
movies.
Yeah. Or if you want to go back like 5 years, where you could still make Ben Affleck look younger without digitally altering anything, like you just change his hair color and stuff like that. I mean, then fine. And if you do keep Affleck, I want to see the Joker story where he kills Jason Todd. Like, they've referenced that so many times.
So you kind of want to see like a Red Hood story, almost.
Yeah, but not really. Well, yeah, I would want to see a Red Hood story. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, even though it's kind of played out. I mean, they've used it in the Arkham series.
They already have an animated movie.
They have an animated movie.
There's no element of surprise, I feel like, if you go with
Red Hood. People know
Red
the
Hood
story.
or something that's already been told.
What was the Batman story when you killed Robin? The Death in the Family?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think about Army Hammer?
That's Bruce Wayne?
Yeah. I think he's tall enough. I think his bone structure kind of looks like Ben Affleck.
What, under
a mask? I would like to see Mr. Freeze done the right way, not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, everyone, chill.
It's tough. Like, good Batman villains. I
They're
mean,
all good.
Batman has the best rogue
Yeah,
scaler,
they're all
hands
good.
down. But, like, to correlate to something that you want to see in the movies, right? I don't want to see Poison Ivy.
You don't.
I don't. I really don't. I mean, the first time they did it,
Uma Thurman.
yeah, it was pretty shitty. Let's be honest. I mean, a lot of those Batman movies,
They were
back-
corny.
They were really corny. Minus the Keaton. The Keaton ones were cool. Right?
They were.
I mean, we were young. That was like, what,
Yeah.
92, 93?
Yeah,
We were
trying to
like
rewatch
7,
it
8
again.
years old. So yeah, perhaps if we rewatch it, it's going to be a little different. But from what I remember, those were pretty cool. And it kind of like the penguin they used then was kind of fucking scary.
DeVito.
Yeah, I mean, that was a scary penguin. So I liked it. But I don't want to see Penguin again either. Because
Yeah.
Penguin's a weak-ass villain on his own.
Yeah.
He's just like a really good high-level mob boss. That's Penguin in my eyes.
Well, it depends on what kind of Batman movie do you want. You want like a detective, or do you want like someone who showcases their martial arts skills with action, or do you want like more like a thriller
I'd
It's
want like a mystery. I'd want a mystery movie, and I'd want the Riddler, but not the Jim Carrey Riddler. Like a proper enigma. Like that would be fun, because I mean I think Riddler is the one villain that pushes the bounds of Batman's detective skills.
You know who kind of reminds me of Riddler?
Who?
What's his face from Crazy Stupid Love? The blonde person everyone likes. Ryan Gosling.
How?
Because I feel like he could just be...
How?
He has that personality in him, I think. And his voice.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see that.
He doesn't... Don't think of Jim Carrey. Think of...
that's all that keeps popping to mind.
His stupid green spandex and his cane.
Ugh. That was awful. Fucking... It was Schumacher?
Yeah.
Fucking Schumacher.
Not Bane.
Not Bane. We've seen Bane, and Bane's a lot stronger than Batman. I mean, Bane would whoop Batman's ass. Like, straight up. I mean, if you're just fighting... Come on. I mean, what are you gonna do? Cut off his venom? Like,
yeah.
That's... I mean, that... Every fight that they've always been in, that's all it comes down to, right? Someone cutting off his venom supply, and then Bane shriveling up, and then Batman beating his ass after he's shriveled up. I really liked Rish.
Rish Ago.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't want to see it again. I'm just saying that was probably my favorite villain for Batman, because that also, once again, Batman's intellect is tested every time he goes up against Rish.
What about, like, from those Arkham games with Deathstroke? Black Mask? Black Mask is not really a fighter, though.
He's not. Once again, he's a high level boss.
Yeah.
Isn't there a storyline where Black Mask like puts a hit out on Batman, and then you have like a bunch of people that fly in to try to kill Batman?
Isn't that the game?
I don't know. Is it the game?
I don't know.
But is there a comic that way?
I'm not sure.
That would be. I mean, that would be cool. But then you're introducing like so many villains at once. You're not going to have character development at all.
That's true. That's
That's
what's lacking in the DC universe.
Yeah. Because I think, once again, like, the way Marvel did it, they had each superhero's movie, and then they brought them all together, right?
Yeah.
So people already knew their background. The way Justice League was, it was just like, okay, here's 5 people, we're going to tell you 10 minutes about each one, and then, okay, now they fight. There's no character development. So, as cool as a movie with Batman facing off against, like, 7 or 8 people coming after him to kill him because he has a hit out on his head, that would be badass, but it does nothing for character development. Works in the comics. Doesn't work in the movies.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially for the casual fan who doesn't know anything about, say, Deathstroke.
Yeah.
And Deathstroke's badass. Actually, using Joe Mangolo, is that his name?
Mangala?
Whatever. Butchering his name, but using him as Deathstroke in a Batman movie, which I think Affleck originally wanted to do, that would be amazing. That would be cool.
That was the best part of Justice League.
Yeah.
The 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds at the end. But yeah, if Affleck stays, I want to see Deathstroke versus Affleck.
Maybe even if he doesn't stay, you still want to see Deathstroke.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the ultimate at this point. And I think Joe's portrayal of Deathstroke, he looks badass. Like, he really, really looks badass. So yeah, I would. That's what I would want to see.